What up, what up? This is Andrea 3 Stacks, and we're back with another episode of Overly Conversated on the delicious vinyl station powered by Dash Radio. And today, we are talking our favorite concerts, what we think makes a good show, and our dream lineups. So, let's introduce everybody in the building. Who's here?
Hey, it's Victoria, aka V12, aka Sacred Vic, aka Victron, whatever you want to call me. There you go. And we have...
What's up, y'all? Santino McNaughton, aka Buttermilk Jesus.
I'm sorry, I was.
Pay
Yo,
attention.
what's happening? It's Rike, R33KZ, Pasadena. What's popping?
Relly.
Really?
What's up, everybody? It's DJ Drolix. Hope everybody's been doing good.
We are! How are you, TJ Drolling?
I'm great.
We
I'm
love
doing
it.
well.
We got
Thank
some
you for
Diddy
providing us
playing.
with this 50 Cent G-Unit.
Well.
Shout out my young
Andrea.
boy Jared over there on behind the lens. We see you, real.
Hello, hope everybody's doing well today.
Wake up.
I'm up.
Get some energy.
This is his morning, actually.
I just woke up.
Shout out Crush. I know you're not here. We miss you, real.
We miss you so
Team
bad, Crush. I'm gonna
Spirit.
cry. Oh my God, the engineer.
out,
He's so
stressing
clutch.
out.
We love Crush. But
Appreciate
anyways,
you.
okay. So we're talking our favorite shows today of all time. The live experience. Shit, I'll just fucking go. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
One
let's
of the
go.
best shows I think I ever went to was A Tribe Called Quest at the Wiltern. That shit was nuts. Joe Roby came out and they just did all the hits and I snuck into the pit and it was amazing, man. They did everything. I died. Like I'd never seen Q-Tip and he's one of my favorites. Just like
Did they have a
super-
live band? Or
No, it was just fucking Tribe. It was
What
Tribe
year
though.
was it?
Yeah, that's
This was
legendary.
like 2007.
Wow.
It was you remember, did you watch Beats Rhymes Life, the documentary?
Yeah.
Sir.
It's the one that they covered in there
Oh,
when
word.
they were at the Wiltern,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so cool.
It was just the fact that I snuck in the pit, though, that made it all worthwhile.
Yeah.
The security guard wasn't looking. I was just waiting for a diversion. I was like, we gotta go. We gotta be in there.
Counting
Like, the
down.
pit was, like, super light. There weren't that many people in there, and we made it happen. I was so tired.
That's
so
accurate.
R.I.P. Fife, man. Like, ugh. I was so heartbroken when that happened.
How'd they stage setup look like?
It was just chill. It was just like the DJ set. It was just like a
Okay.
traditional hip hop, nothing, no frills. Them just on the mic, commanding. And I think Rhymefest opened for them. That's how long
Brand
ago this
new.
was. Brand new whip. Yeah.
Where was this at?
The Wiltern.
Oh, okay.
On Western,
Yeah.
Koreatown.
Yeah.
That
That's
was a really
fire.
sick show. Who can speak on their favorite show? I have many more, but
I know.
I don't wanna-
Just one. I'm just kidding.
Well,
do you want me to just keep going?
Well, I was gonna say you should just do.
Do my? I have
Like
a
top
list.
5-ish?
Yeah, do your 5.
Yeah, I
We
have
got-
top 5. Watch the Throne. That shit
Oh,
right
wow.
there
Yeah.
was a moment. That shit, I just wasn't ready because I feel like that's when you kind of started seeing Kanye having like the elaborate stage setups, the cubes. It was like
That was right after Yeezus too, right?
no before.
That was before
I-
Yeezus?
I
No,
thi-
that was
yeah, because I
after.
saw Yeezus after that.
Nah, Yeezus was before.
No, I'm pretty
2013?
sure. I'm pretty sure it was Watch the Throne, and
feel
then
like
I
Watch the
went to the
Throne was
Yeezus
first.
tour where he made it snow and shit.
Bro, the Yeezus tour was crazy.
But Watch the Throne was like even better for me just because
Niggas and
both of them
parents.
have the craziest catalogs. They were just doing like the
Yeah.
tag team. Like, I think Jay opened with like something off of Reasonable Doubt. And I was like,
Oh.
fuck. And then Ye came in and they just kept, and then they'd come and do the collab song.
that's so cool.
Paris, they did it 10 times that night.
Wow.
It was amazing. And then like we were kind of by the Kardashians and shit. I was like, oh Lord. But it was really fun.
That's cool.
It was quite a show. What are y'all laughing about over here in the little
Acting.
side?
Nah, it was nothing. Somebody, my mom. This is just funny because I think it's hilarious. My mom just texted me to shout somebody out because it's their birthday.
Now you gotta shout him out.
Hey, yo, shout out to little homie Bronson's 21st.
Shout
I
out
see you.
Bronson.
But we
Bro,
pre-record
it's your
this shit.
21st
But
birthday.
anyways, yeah,
You know,
this is after the
it's
fact.
okay.
But yeah, shout out
still
to.
They
gonna
don't
get a
even. Why you
shout
gotta
out.
put us? They don't know that.
Yes, I do. It happened last time. You know,
Okay.
my birthday wasn't 2 weeks in a row.
The people don't know
But we
that.
want to celebrate you all
The people don't know that.
Duh.
Anyways, what was the other show?
This nigga stay dry sipping on her, snitching on herself.
Not at all. It's just evident at this point. People aren't stupid. Okay, so
Man, too much.
I'm gonna have to say when I saw M in Detroit, because he brought out pretty much everyone. That shit was insane. He brought out Fitty. We know Vic loves Fitty. He brought out G-Unit, D12, Missy, Monica. The shit was insane. And M's just like so good at performing live. I was reminded of that when he came out with Rihanna to the Monster Tour. I was just like, damn, I forgot how hype. Like, he kills it on the stage.
May I say something about
Don't.
that?
Oh, here we go.
I'm just-
Go ahead, say it.
All right, so look, I went to the Monster Tour with Rihanna at the Rose Bowl.
Where were you at? Where did you sit?
I was
in the boonies.
No, I was actually damn near on the floor.
And
Like,
what were your thoughts? You didn't like it?
Eminem is fire.
What's the problem?
I just thought his Stay Shut Up could have been better.
That has nothing to do with him as a performer, so I'll take it. I didn't want to have to go off.
All right.
But he's a hell of a performer, is he not?
Rihanna is actually, I don't want to say that she's trash. She's not trash. I don't want to disrespect the queen like that. But, you know, I think that what makes her performance type was she kind of like related to the crowd, just like, you know, just like one of your homies or something. But she just, her energy, I don't know, I was expecting just more of her energy, I guess.
I feel you. I'm not going to say what I heard, but like what people have said. Because I don't want to disrespect her either. But I agree.
Word
like
on the
some
street.
more, yeah. But I'll definitely go see her again because I love Rihanna.
Definitely.
And I love Anti and I fuck with Rihanna tough. So not mad at it. Okay. And then my other was, oh God, the Pharrell when he was at the carnival at the what do people call it? Flognaw, yeah.
It's
Flognaw.
Flognaw
That's
now.
what they call it, but to me it'll forever be the carnival.
It's always going to be the carnival.
That was the third
Original.
year, and Pharrell brought out NERD, and I low-key like just cried because I have always wanted to see Nerd. I've just, oh my God, they did like Run to the Sun. She Wants to Move. Everyone knows. P did Aerosol Can, that Major Lazer joint that like he's rarely done. I don't know where else he would perform that at actually in this day and age. And then T came out for Mr. Me Too and he spit the verse. It was just so fucking magical. I couldn't sleep for a while. It was just so good.
Wow.
High on life.
NERD, man, like rock star. You were moshing and I got to like be in the pit for that. And that was amazing and I'll never forget it.
You was throwing elbows?
Sort of.
Hey. That's what I like to
That was the one
hear.
time I was just like, this is too serious.
That's what I like to hear.
It was so
Proud.
good. People weren't hyped though because I was like the most hyped. Nobody cared as much as I did.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? I called it too because before P came out, there was just like there was a band set up, and I was like, oh shit! Like, what if NERD came out though? And they did, and then, so good, forever amazing, a moment in time. And then of course, like I said before, the Bad Boy show. If you listen to our Bad Boy episode, that shit was just nuts.
That just sounds crazy.
Snoop,
That just sounds grand.
Dre,
Nah.
DMX, they all came out. I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for Snoop and Dre. I wasn't. I didn't know they were gonna come through. And then Powerhouse was actually like one of the first hip hop shows I ever went to. My mom took me. It was at the Pond in Anaheim, and it was like, I wrote some of this shit down. I wrote it in my diary. I literally wrote this in my diary, and I looked it up. Nas, Puff, DJ Quick, Genuine, 112, Bone Thugs. M was like opening. He wasn't that popular yet. Mariah came out. And that's where Snoop and Dre reunited before they even went on the Up in Smoke tour. So that's why I didn't go to the Up in Smoke tour. So like I already saw them reunite, but I feel like a lot of people don't even remember that show. And yeah, that and Bad Boy had that same feeling where I was like, oh shit, there was so much history going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so all right, enough with my rants. And like I was just like so excited. Okay, now I'm like reliving shit.
I know.
Can I just say one more? It has nothing
No,
to do
go
with
ahead.
hip-hop.
Yeah, go.
No doubt,
Hey.
because oh my god, I had been a fan since
Wait,
I was 11.
no doubt like Gwen Stefani's group?
Yes. At the Gibson Amphitheater. Shut the fuck up.
Go.
No disrespect.
We was
to-
it?
Who was it? No. It was just
Well, what? Like, okay, I know it
The
doesn't
way
have to
you
do
were laughing
with it.
was a little offensive.
I know, it's like
She
the
tried to get at all
snickering.
of us.
The snickering needs to
We do
stop
not
right
tolerate
now.
that.
It feels like attacked right now.
I felt attacked. I was like, why are you guys snickering at No Doubt? Like,
Come on now.
Gwen Stefani, No Doubt. Like,
It
Like,
was
no
just a
other no
question.
doubt.
Like, generally, it was just a question.
What
and,
other no doubt
and
is
an
there?
Absol lyric. Like, that's all it was.
Yeah, because they have
That's all it
concerts of
was.
Absol lyrics.
Anyways,
No Doubt's fire. No
I had
way.
never seen Gwen
disrespecting.
in person, and that
Just being
shit was
done,
amazing.
being done.
I was in the pit, and then I like stand out because that was the first time I saw her, and I was like, "She's beautiful." My sister's like, "Oh my god, calm down." I was like, "No,
it's
a
real.
moment. She's alive. She's in front of
She's
us.
a person.
She's right here." And we made eye contact during "Don't Speak,"
Oh.
and I was just like, "Oh my god, fuck, I can die now." Okay, that's it. Enough of my concert talk. Who else wants to go next?
I guess I'll go next. So just like concerts that were our favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the shit
like
I was
your
just talking.
favorite- Yeah. No, whatever stood out to you.
I'm just kidding.
Tina's like,
So definitely one of my favorite concerts of all time is definitely like the Yeezus tour, mainly because so I was originally like up there like in the nosebleeds, but
mm.
he made a
Plot
last minute addition. Like Kanye made a last minute addition. He wanted like light somewhere else, like, and it was literally blocking our view. Well, it wasn't blocking my view. I could see perfectly. But the guy came over. He was like, "Oh, we're so sorry. Like, they made a last minute addition to the show. Like, we're upgrading you guys to stage side if you want."
What? If I want?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I want.
Yeah,
You're sorry? You're apologizing? Why?
yeah. So, but he didn't ask us. He just asked the people like that were up in front that the light was actually in front of. And I was like, I went with my mom. I was like, "Mom, let's finesse this real quick." So we called the dude over and we were like, "Oh yeah, like can we get upgraded too? You know, this is like a big we made like a big deal." And he was like, yeah, no problem. We're so sorry. So we got upgraded to stage side, and that was like my first time
You
ever
seeing
seeing
his mom,
Kanye
him
live.
and his mom with
I
those black
love
glasses
it.
that like dim the sun. Like we couldn't see because of the light.
But yeah, so that concert was just crazy. Like that was the first like my first like big concert that I have ever been to. I had always been like to like smaller concerts, like at like just small venues like Santa Ana and stuff like that. But that was just crazy.
That was at Staples, right? I think.
Yeah, at the Staples Center, like he made it
So
snow.
big. Yeah,
He
Jesus came out.
He
and
tapped a key for Runaway when he tapped the key one time, and the whole crowd just went ape shit. I was like, "Yo, you know you're popping if you just got to play one key and everybody goes ape
everybody
shit."
knows.
Like
That
that
was
was
down.
just crazy, and just like yeah, it was my first time seeing Ye, and I just like was that much more of a fan of him, like seeing him perform and shit like that. But incredible concert. Made it snow. The visual effects, the mountain, there was a goddamn wolf, man dressed in a wolf. There was the girls who made themselves into chairs. I was bugging out. That shit was like, it was like a performing arts piece.
It
like
was.
that shit was. a
He was also
performing arts
rocking the mask too,
piece. Yeah,
right?
the mask.
the blinged out
Bejeweled.
mask.
Yeah,
Mason Margiela.
Yeah.
the Margiela mask. Yeah. So that's definitely up there. Another one of my favorite ones was definitely. So I saw Migos. Back before they were anything, like No Label 2 had just dropped. $10 show at the Observatory.
Oh, shit.
Yes, $10. And it was crazy because I was still in high school. And my friend and I at the time, well, not I joined in with him, but he was like on this whole like trap movement for anybody. Like back when everybody was making fun of them, like, oh, like, you can't understand them. What do they say? What is this? But the whole time he was like, no, these guys are the future. Like, you need to know. So he like put all of us onto it, and we all ended up rocking with it. Sure enough, he's like, yo, $10 show, Tuesday night. Let's go. Mom, if you're listening, I wasn't studying. I went to a concert. I went to a concert. I saw Migos live, and that was crazy. And it was like, OG Mako too. This is when like OG Mako was popping
Bitch, you
off.
guessed
So
it?
Bitch,
That
You
shit
Guessed It.
still goes. I don't care what anybody says.
Yes, and I got to see crazy,
good.
so dope. So yeah, that was just an experience, like such a dope show. And another one of my favorite shows was I'm a fan either if you're gonna do like a grand stage, if it's gonna be big, like your stage design has to be like on some next level. Like you got to make an experience. Which is why I love the smaller shows better,
Me too.
like that are much more intimate. So with that being said, my other favorite concert I ever went to was the Kamasi Washington concert, because it was just like it was at the World Stage Center, and it's like a little recreation center. It was like you can get jazz lessons there and stuff like that. But it was just super small, like I say maybe like 100 people max could fit in the room, and just like being able to make it in there and see him perform was just crazy to me. It was just crazy because I had been following him for a minute since he got like signed to Brain Feeder, and then the Epic album was like 3 hours long. Just like amazing to see him live, and then the drum breakdown, and then he was just such a cool person too. And Terrence Martin randomly pulled up to play. It was
Fire.
like, it was.
I feel like that would make sense for him
Yeah.
to pull up.
And the best part about this is it was free.
Wow.
It was, all of it was free.
I love free shows.
It was so dope. And he was cool too. Like, they stuck around and I talked to him afterwards and took a picture, and
That's tight.
just so dope. Okay, so my last favorite show would definitely have to be, so let the listeners in on something. I get pretty crazy at concerts.
Yes, he does.
He said pretty
He
crazy.
gets
That's an
lit.
understatement.
I
Yeah,
get-
he gets
I
He
get-
wows the fuck out.
I get freaking
Stupid.
crazy,
Get stupid.
dumb wild, stupid wild. So my other favorite concert would definitely have to be the Injury Reserve concert
That
with
was
JPEG
really
Mafia.
Oh
That
my
Because
was good.
that was like non-stop, just like going in. It had to be between that and Death Grips, like they're tied, but just like so crazy. Like there was never a moment where something wasn't going on. Like it was just kids were going crazy, and the best part, they had like a dance battle. That shit was hilarious. He was like, "Open up that pit." Nah, we ain't moshing. You dance, and then someone was like hitting the wave and shit like that. It was just like a dance battle going on. So,
Damn.
but yeah, it was just mad live. I love to mosh. I love to jump around in the crowd.
We know.
Just so much fun. So yeah, I love shows like that. But yeah, all right, who want to go next?
We
B12.
looking at Vicky.
Is that me?
Vic.
Oh,
So I go like,
okay.
Reek, who want to go?
No, I'll go.
All right.
A note on the Injury Reserve show too. That was really cool because like they made an experience about it. Like even the visuals and like we were saying earlier, like I had never even really heard of Injury Reserve, and like they just did a good job. I became a fan. Like
Yeah, they're
after that
tight.
show.
And it was free.
It was.
I
That's
know.
right.
It was a school
It was
night.
free.
I was invited, and I was like, it's in Santa Ana, guys. It's kind
I
of
mean, you know. Okay,
far.
so I'll also do a No Doubt show. I saw No Doubt was like my first show when I was like 5 years old at Red Rocks, and it was raining.
Oh my god.
And my little brother was like a baby, so my mom, little brother, and I sat in the ambulance like when it got really rainy.
What?
And so like Just a Girl came on,
God.
like, and I like was like peering out the ambulance window. It was such a legendary like. So that'll always be. And no, I've seen No Doubt like again, and they're just so iconic, and their energy.
So good.
just,
Dude, they did
you know?
Total Hate at my show.
Oh.
They did like the song with Sublime. They did like
Crazy.
deep cuts where I was just
Yeah.
like, fuck. But I knew every one of the deep cuts.
I
so.
know the deep cuts.
They
some
go.
good deep cuts,
She went
deep
off.
cuts. This when they were more ska infused.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff
what.
too.
Yeah,
Just
that's
so
like
much
more of a
fun.
upbeat, like crazy ass
Yeah.
song. I was like, were they really doing Total Hate right
I
now?
know, total
Hey,
hey.
Total Hate. Yeah, that shit goes hard. If you haven't heard it,
Yes,
Listen
check
to
that
it.
out. A recent show that was just so good was J Rock's Redemption show here in LA. Sold out really quickly, and I was like, I'm gonna buy my ticket, no matter how expensive it was. And like, I'm so glad I went because just it was a celebration of J Rock. Like, and I know we talk about J Rock a lot on this show, and this whole year was just so cool to see him like get his credit.
Yeah,
you
got
know?
his
And,
credit
like,
he
finally
deserved.
deserved.
so that show just was really exemplified that. And
Is this after the Grammy?
no, this
No.
was before.
Or the Grammy?
But
it was like summer.
his visuals, you know, everything was really red and really. There was like a hurricane looking one, and he brought everyone out, everyone from TDE, even Isaiah, like,
That's tight.
and like he brought out Ray Shremmerd, and like. But the best part was they ended on Win, and like the whole squad was out, and then they like cut the track. So it was just like a cappella.
Oh
and it was just,
shit!
such
The
a
whole
moment,
audience joined
like-
in.
It was such a moment. So that one will always be a memory. Kanye, I've only seen him at the Life of Pablo one, but that was really good. Like
That was still good.
Kanye's
Yeah.
such
So
an
good.
artist, and like he ended on Ultra Light Beam, and just like the like you know how that
Fire,
song,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you're just left with like chills. Like it was so powerful. Waka Flocka was like one of the first shows I saw when I
Never
was like
ceases to amaze,
working.
bro.
I feel like I've told you guys this story.
Is this the one at the
before. Maybe
observatory?
not.
My sister went to that one. She said that shit was
No, it was
Crazy.
It was
Yeah,
House
you were
of
at that one.
Blues.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's
House of Blues. I
funny.
miss it. The one on
I
Sunset
know,
or Anaheim?
Yeah, no,
Sunset?
Sunset. Yeah.
Oh, that must have been crazy. That was peak Waka, like 2011 ish.
No, it was recent, or it was like 2016.
Oh,
maybe?
okay.
I don't know,
Oh.
but it was like the first show I was like working, and my mom was freaking out that I was going to this rap show.
Be
It was
safe,
Waka
Victoria.
Flocka. It was really fun though. Like it was cool. And then I feel like I just want to throw this. I went to Rocky's testing show recently, and like I feel like he really exemplifies like. I know we're gonna talk about do's and don'ts of shows, but like he exemplifies like just the artistry of like you don't traditional rap shows like you're not supposed to like rap with a track behind you, you know,
Right.
and like so that's a don't. We'll get there.
Tell them.
But,
Yeah, we'll get there.
Oh.
We'll get there.
Wink. Yeah.
but like I think this new generation of kid, because I just took my cousin to a Lil Mosey show.
Well,
That was
I
an
think I saw-
experience.
I have no clue.
but
what
yeah,
that is.
he's the kids.
That's
love
how you
him.
pronounce it? I thought it was
Lil
Lil Moose.
No, Lil Mosey.
Moose?
Mosey.
I thought it
Shout
was
out
Lil
Lil
Moose.
Mosey.
I know
His
Mozzie.
DJ was dope.
I know mine.
It's a little different. No, but I think Rocky just kind of exemplified like he rapped, but then he had like some melodic moments, and like sometimes the track was behind him, but it didn't matter because he was like feeling the music. So yeah, those
That's
are
tight.
my. And then I'll just shout out Lecrae. I think it was his Anomaly show. I was in college, and it was just like a moment of like good music and like inspiration. So
Aww.
there you go. So now Reek, you're left.
Man, I was gonna say off top, one of my favorites is he's not my top favorite. I don't really have a top, but it's definitely Kanye. I've randomly seen him. I've seen him like his own set and his own thing like once, but he be just popping up at random ass shows sometimes.
Yeah,
and,
he does.
and I just see him then, but
Really just be popping
no,
up.
like I'm like, oh yeah, he's
Slide
here.
through.
Damn, it's funny. Well, would be at the one time they had the Made in America Fest out here. And
Oh, I went to that one.
that shit was actually that
That was tight.
That's-
Right in front of City Hall.
yeah, that fest was actually hard because
John Mayer, too.
John Mayer
Really?
killed his shit.
Yeah, and TDE.
TDE killed their shit. Hit Boy 87, like HS 87 killed their shit. SZA was still like a little chunky and she was going off. Like that was
Did he really?
Sister, you are beautiful.
She's
You've been
always been beautiful.
beautiful.
I didn't say that. She's always been beautiful, but
She was just he was just saying she was a little thicker. That's it.
That's different.
Hey,
than,
no, that's not bad.
keep
That's
going,
not a bad
keep
thing.
going. We'll
I
have
didn't-
another episode.
She looks good in both
On
situations.
International Women's Day.
they was really
I'm
trying
just
to get they was really
How
trying to
we
get at
gonna
me like I
roll?
said something bad about it. I really kind of threw that in there just because I was a fan of SZA back then.
Me
and,
too.
Yeah.
Like it was
The ZP.
it was funny. Everybody kind of hopped on her like, you know, when she started becoming like more of a, I guess, a star, but she also like, I don't know, it's, we don't want to, I want to get into that topic. That's a whole different.
Back when she was making like more lo-fi shit.
Yeah, and like just
I
them.
liked it.
Yeah,
She
I
was
like
like more of
honestly,
a hippie
Raw.
back
It's
then.
very raw.
like her shit today is still good, but I liked her older shit
I
back
think I
then.
do too.
I like
yeah,
both.
I like the
Control
Z
was
a
really
lot.
good, but like I also really fucked with the ZP.
Yeah,
Right.
That whole the S to Z and yeah.
So Kanye though, his you know, I just like not it's yay, but I just want to point out because everybody kind of mentioned had, you know, Kanye. His stage designer is this artist named S. Devlin. And S. Devlin is like, you know, she legendary. And she actually, if y'all want to know what she does or look at her work, she got a documentary on Netflix. So
Heard about it.
you should go through and check. But her lighting is amazing. Just how she uses her spacing. And I didn't make it to the Yeezus tour, but I wish I would have because she and the Pablo tour, she's the one who designed all of that.
Oh damn.
So S. Devlin is definitely a legend. And another guy named John McGuire. Those are the guys who like Kanye usually works with. I think one of my favorite shows actually, which is to this day I'll never forget it, was Travis Scott when he was at the Novo and he performed with Young Thug. And I had seen videos This is days before rodeo. This is before rodeo was even thought of.
I was supposed to go to that, bro.
It was nuts.
Missed out.
It was
Sorry to
nuts.
hear that.
And I
He'll
never.
tell you all about it.
What else?
Tell me what I missed out on.
Nah, it was nuts because like I had seen videos like before, and I was trying because I like trying to watch videos so I know what to expect. So I bought balcony seats because I was not trying to be in the piss with these kids because I would really shoot somebody. So
Santino
Wow.
would have been in the pit.
Incriminating yourself. Okay.
Bro, you haven't lived until you crowd surfed. That shit is crazy.
Nah, I was balcony
I
for a lot of
crowd surfed
shows
one
after I
time.
like.
Crowd surfed? Hey,
I'm
see
not
Vic with the
trying to be in
shits?
it. Yeah, but we're old.
I would crowd. No, listen. I would.
That don't matter.
I would crowd surf,
That ain't no
but
problem. That
I'm
ain't
tired.
no problem.
I've gotten bruised. I've been in there. It's just you can't really enjoy the show if you're trying to fight for your life. You know what I'm saying?
I would
That's why
crowd.
you fight
Look how
harder.
little I am.
I've seen
People
girls.
just throw me the fuck around
I've
like a
seen
rag
girls
doll.
smaller than you rocking their shit in the pit.
Well, I'm not the
Hey,
one.
listen here. I went to see Travis at Fool's Gold. Seen a girl jump into the pit, nose broken immediately. Pushed out of
thank
the
you.
pit. I
No,
said,
thank you.
Yeah, that's no place for no.
No. Y'all are too crazy and tall. I'm really short.
But if I mean, for me, where I was watching like the show from the balcony, I was like right there at the edge, and you know the energy in there was just insane. He had what was his background? The way he infused the music with just like his background visuals of the old Western times, like it was a rodeo, and then Young Thug was just coming out like. I don't even know what Thug was doing, but he was just being Thug, and
Sounds about right.
everybody was going. Everybody was going crazy. I got to the first show, and I saw the first show, and something told me just to kind of like sneak and stay, but I'm like, I'm too old to be sneaking in the shows. And I was
Never,
like, let me just
never too old for that.
let me take
And
my
he's
old ass
like,
home.
Let me tell you.
I go home right when I hop on the gram. Who I see, he brought out Kanye,
That's the one I was at,
and
and I met Ye that night. Was that the Casey Veggie show?
no, it was at the no, it was
So, okay, I'm not trying to steal your time.
no.
but,
Say what you was gonna say.
So I was at the Casey Veggies show backstage because my friend was like helping film the tour, and yeah, fucking Ye came out for New Slaves,
That's crazy.
and it was just fucking nuts. I had to look at the stage like 3 times, like triple take, like wait, is this happening? Like that's Ye right there, and like when he was done performing, I went up to him because I was just like standing out, and I think I just went off like some kind of like word vomit. I was like, congratulations on North, your new baby. Blah, blah. I don't even know what the fuck I was really said, but at the end I was like, can I get a picture? He's like, yeah. I was like, please. He's like, yeah. I said, yeah. And I got my photo.
That's fire.
It was really tight. That was crazy.
Um,
That was also there. Oh no, that was at El Rey. My bad.
Yeah,
That's why I
gonna
was
say,
confused. my bad.
because he bought out Big Sean, and I think Birdman was there because Young Thug bought out Birdman.
Shit.
Yeah, and
Of course he brought
Scandalous.
up
This is just for
Birdman.
the later show? It's
no,
just
Thug actually brought out Birdman for our show, and I was kind of like, I was expecting Travis to bring out Ye. So I was like, cool, Stunner's here. I guess I can like Stunner. But the next show, he brought out Big Sean, Kanye, and I think Pusha T came out.
What?
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
That's crazy.
it was actually a crazy ass show, and it's funny because my homie, one of my boys, shout out this nigga David. He was like, I texted him like, bro, you going to the show? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm here. I'm like, which one you at? He was like, I'm at the later one. I was like, oh. I said he ain't gonna bring out nobody. I said Thug just brought out Stunner. Man, I see the video. He was like, I told you should have snuck in.
Damn.
I was like, dang, bro. So that was a cool show. And then my next one would have to be Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake at the Rose Bowl. Like Jay is just a legend, bro. He what y'all laughing at?
I just laughed at Santino's face. He was throwing you shade when you said those two names.
I was just
Yes,
like,
he was. He was just like, he puckered up his lips
didn't
like
see that shit
Miranda
coming.
Priestley.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna tell you why that shit was fire. First off, Jay commands respect on stage. He doesn't really do much, but he commands respect. But what got me to really pay attention was Justin Timberlake. And JT not only hopped on like I like how you guys are giggling over there.
Good.
Okay.
Chilling.
I'm turning my mic off.
JT, he just plays. I mean, he plays hella instruments, bro. Like you don't really see that too much for artists who play hella instruments. She can't even
She's
stop
really
laughing.
like dying. over here.
Let her get it out.
Continue.
She's like, What was you about to say about it though?
No, I was just, honestly, I was just shocked. I was like, okay, that was really it. That was really it. I just did not expect the Jay-Z. I expected Jay-Z, but I didn't expect the Jay-Z JT combo.
Yeah. I didn't think it was actually gonna be tired. Somebody gave me my ticket, and that shit was
You were
fire.
like, sure, I guess I'll go.
And then my other one would be Drake and Lil Wayne. I saw them at the Hollywood Bowl,
Oh, wow.
and the reason why I'm going with Drake and Wayne, I'm
Go
really
ahead.
throwing you off right now.
Talk.
Santino judges all
really
of us
not.
all the time.
We need to pre-approve these plays because
No, Lil Wayne.
But this
I
is
thought my life was complete after I saw Lil Wayne. So, you know.
no.
no, I saw him at the carnival and that he went the
He's
fuck
good.
off.
Well,
His Cadillac's
Nice.
he did it on me, and I was like,
Oh.
yes.
Drake and Wayne was tight. And like you said, Wayne's a dope ass performer. And Drake is cool too. I didn't have an issue with Drake's performance, but just seeing Wayne and it was they had the Street Fighter thing going.
Oh yeah, the Capcom.
Yeah, so it was kind of like there was battling the whole time. So those are some of my favorite shows. Now say what you gotta say. Say what you have to say.
I got zero to say.
It
I
was
don't
just
got
your
a
face.
single
That's why I was
word.
dying because he looked like such a snob. Like, he was like
Because he is.
Look, all I did was make that face at the Jay-Z and JT because
I
I was
don't know why you
it was just more so shocked. I was like,
what is so
unexpected.
shocking about that? That's like
Look.
a stadium. That was a Rose Bowl, right?
no, because that shit is tight. That shit is tight. It's just I was expecting Jay-Z. It's just the Jay-Z JT combo
you
threw
thought it
me
was the
off.
Beyonce on the Run
Beyonce.
tour. Would you have been?
Or
Would that have
Watch
been
the
fine?
Throne,
No, look,
or-
I'm just saying. I just didn't see that shit coming. That's all. It just took me on. And then she just kept laughing. And
Because you're hilarious. I'm sorry. I just lost it. That shit was hilarious.
No, your list is good, bro. No, I'm not throwing shade.
disrespect.
I'm not tripping if you was though. Like,
Quality.
I'm not.
He doesn't care. He still likes what he likes.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with what I rock
I
with.
still would have started a pit during the JT concert.
Santino would have found a way.
But I was gonna say I think that like other people who I feel like people should go waste their money on, like to go see a concert. Because there's a lot of people I feel like I've seen. I was like I wasted money on.
Ooh, the tea.
But I mean, Brockhampton puts on a good ass show.
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
Yo,
They go in.
I actually like Chance the Rapper.
seen
Still gotta see it.
He's actually tight because he kind of almost conducts his band. So like,
Oh, he got a live band.
yeah, he has a live band. Jay Z
like
and
that.
Justin Timberlake had a live band. Who else would I say go see? I mean, Pharrell and NERD. Like, I saw them on. I think it was the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Oh yeah, when
Yeah.
they like spoke to you.
Yeah,
that story is so
Shout out
funny.
David. I forget me that ticket or whatever. Schoolboy Q and Kendrick are tight.
For sure.
And just like I pay attention to when I go to shows, like it's cool to be a part of the energy and be jumping around and shit, but I like to pay attention to the whole experience. So I also pay attention to lighting and I pay attention to like the stage setup. I pay attention to all that weird shit nobody else really pay attention to because that shit like makes my experience that much more fun. And like Jay-Z usually goes with Tate. This is the stage design group. I know that's like off topic, but I always feel like information like that, just for our listeners, like, you might be interested in that shit. And, and who else? Oh, and Kendrick's last, his
The
Damn
Damn
tour.
Damn tour was dope.
That was sick.
They-
didn't
The
see
The Kung
that
Fu
one.
Kenny.
The Kung Fu
I really
Kenny.
liked it.
That shit
Actually, I
was
saw him
hard.
at Rolling Loud though, so that counts. Right?
It-
It was the same.
I wish
Was
he
it
would.
the same
I wish
song?
he would release that on like a DVD. Like I know.
Like Up in Smoke kind of thing.
Yeah, like that should be hard.
There's this group
tight.
called Vita Modus, I think, and they designed, but they did that stage setup. But ASAP Rocky and ASAP Mob uses them a lot too, and so has Pharrell. So like, it's kind of cool to see like who different people use, to bring their shows to life like that. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's
What
all.
else do you guys think makes a good show?
Can I add? I'm mad at myself that
Oh,
I
say it.
forgot this. Vince Staples.
Oh, I
course.
can't
But I
believe
mean, that's
this.
part
Vic.
of why
Out the
I'm such a
door.
fan of him because like
Apparently not.
I've
Just
seen
kidding.
him. No, I know. I would
Coulda fooled me.
revoke mine. No, but I think that's part of why I'm such a fan of him is I've seen him multiple times and like each show is so different and like he has asthma, so he like it's really cool how he's mastered like balancing his songs, and like he brings out guests a lot. And the first time I saw him was like after Summertime '06. Like it was at the observatory, and he was kind of just doing his thing in a white t-shirt and jeans, and he was joking about like next time I'm gonna be Chris Brown shirtless dancing around. Like
He has
and then
jokes during his.
he does.
He's
so
hilarious.
And he's just leveled up. Like the last show, he had like spinning TV screens, and like he wore like this bulletproof vest. I was like, "Are you 50 Cent Jr. or something?" But just his like progression as an artist through his shows too.
That's
has
always
been
cool
really
to see.
so.
Because, like, I went to, like, a gang of OF shows, and, like, I saw how T's stage setup drastically changed.
Man,
Just used to be Taco and him and, like, the homies. Now it's, like, a fucking tree or, like, a house or blocks. Like,
I
it's
actually meant to
huge.
forgot to mention him.
We
He's
can't
actually-
forget T
Yeah,
because
he's
he has
fucking
evolved
awesome.
so much.
He's
And then
awesome,
the Coachella
bro.
stage with the stars, that shit was beautiful.
He's evolved so much
As a
aesthetic wise,
yeah, in
like
so many
Level
ways.
up.
crazy.
Mhm.
Production, I feel like nobody talks about that enough. Like,
Mhm.
album to album, the production got so much more rich to the point where he has like
Lush.
he's worked with fucking Hans Zimmer and Danny Elfman like doing scores.
Wasn't a
Yeah.
fan of Cherry Bomb though.
Goodbye, because that is my favorite album.
Wolf and
Wolf is really good too.
Wolf
Wolf
is
is
fire. Wolf
But
is
Cherry
fire.
Bomb is so good to me because it's so eclectic. You get a little bit of everything. He has like even like doo-wop on there, like
See-
keep the O's. Like people don't.
it's
Ah!
experimental for
No,
you.
you
What?
see,
It's so good to me
I,
because
I love the album because I feel like that's where he really showed out as an arranger.
yes,
That,
I say this
like,
all the time.
Production wise, like that's where he really shined. And the only thing that stops me from like really loving that album is how muddy his vocal mixing is. And it's not. It doesn't.
Fuck is very raw.
It doesn't make me hate it, but that's stopping me from like loving it
'Cause
and like
the
placing
vocals,
it
you
on a
can't
high.
hear 'em as
Yeah, it's a
But
little
it's
too
like-
muddy for my taste.
Yeah, it is, but like I just love the instrumentation. Like
No, yeah, but the
fucking
instrumentals are
Two-Seater,
ridiculous, too.
Okaga, like the bridges,
Um,
so fucking good.
he I was just doing my research, but he actually sticks with this brand called Gallagher Stage Design, and they were just talking about like how he I guess the guy, his name is Rick Ortega, and another guy named Tim Brown or whatever, but these are the people who run that company, and they were just talking about how every time he does anything, like how he had evolves like as a artist on the stage design side, like just visually. And I think that's tight, like because like I said, there's a gang of rap. Like I mean I seen Amigos and I'm about to fall asleep. Like
Yeah, I wasn't impressed by Migos when I've seen them multiple
When
times
did you see
too.
them?
I saw
Not
them
the
at
$10
I saw
show.
them at the carnival.
Oh, see
I
y'all,
didn't
see
see
y'all
it.
didn't see him at the $10 show.
Yeah,
Y'all didn't see him at the
They
$10
didn't need a
show.
stage
Like-
setup then, right?
I feel
It's
like
just-
they've just
Well, all performances at Complex Con are whack.
no. Vince was great.
Hey, hold on. Pharrell's performance was
NERD
not
was
whack.
tight. They had the van and the
Travis's
stars.
wasn't whack either.
The artists aren't whack, but the crowd is whack. So therefore,
I
the
snuck into the
energy,
pit. I didn't
the
give a
energy
fuck.
is
The
down.
crowd
I was
is
in the
not
media pit,
ideal.
and that shit
I
was
snuck
still
in.
trash.
But
Fun.
That was fun to me.
you also work for Wamplex Con, so wow.
Wait, I was there
We
for
really gonna put him on blast like that?
I know. We try to respect each other's hustles. and
Oh no!
We trying to make it out here.
Hype B Central.
What? You was there. You a hype beast too.
the Hype Beast Police.
I was only there. I said I would never go, but it was NERD,
nerd.
and I had to pull up. And I didn't pull up till like 7 o'clock. I didn't go to any
you
of the
specifically
hype.
went
I
to that.
literally, people were like, "You just got here." I was like, "Yeah," and then I cut because I ran into my friends. So I took that spot.
So the crowd was hype for Nerd, or
No, but
Yeah.
I met this nerd fan from Germany. He was tight.
yeah, the
It
crowd.
was cool. I was like, "You came from Germany?"
That's
I was like, "Do they even know NERD out there?" He's like, "No, but I think
Aw.
they're cool." And I wear a bunch of BBC, and no one knows what it is. And yeah, that was pretty tight.
Complex Con crowds are pretty bad.
Pretty lame.
Pretty
They
bad.
just there to shop.
I was the only one who knew the Action Bronson lyrics. I was like, word. No one, like, everybody just standing here, but no one knows the
No
words.
one
bet.
That's the worst.
He
That's
was
what I was gonna say makes a bad show when the
crowd,
crowd doesn't
yeah.
even know this shit.
He
And you're
was-
the only one like super high.
he was mad. I remember he was like smoking a blunt. And like he was like saying the words, and no one was saying them back, and he got mad. He just like fucking threw his blunt at the wall. I was like, oh,
Like y'all don't even know shit.
I was like, word, like y'all aren't. Alchemist is up there giving a DJ set too.
Alchemist,
Yeah,
man.
Uncle
The
Al came through. Like,
disrespect.
What?
The
yes, and they
disrespect.
were not giving them any love. I was like, are y'all serious right now? But he gave a good performance. He did a good job. But yes, a must for a concert is a good crowd.
Yeah.
Like,
How do you
gosh.
control that?
You
though,
can't,
as an
though.
artist.
That's
Just
the
leave
thing.
LA. Because let me tell you, I went to San Diego to see Cuddy and I think it was T and
Oh, I
Logic.
forgot about Cuddy.
Don't forget about Cuddy, but
Fucking
that
awesome.
show in San Diego,
I have not
the
seen
vibes
Cuddy live. I
were
still
gotta
right.
see
Cuddy is fucking tight, bro.
Yeah,
I saw it at the
live.
Palladium
I
too.
can imagine,
He's
yeah.
so good, and the vibes at any Cuddy show, they're just unmatched.
Well, at the
I
carnival,
People,
when he
kids,
perform- when he not
how
Kids
did
He
I forget
Goes.
that?
I was gonna say when I saw him at the not the last carnival, but the one before that. I like the
Oh
fact
yeah,
that
he headlined that.
his stage changed seasons. So
Oh,
when it started
that's
snowing, it started
tight.
like fake snowing. When it was fall, like fake, like it was tight. I hadn't seen that before. I thought that was ill. And I saw him with Donald. Actually, Donald Glover has a dope ass set too, and he uses a live band, Childish Gambino.
Oh, word.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
I saw
I
him.
haven't
Gotta
seen
see
him
I still gotta see him.
actually.
Yeah.
Sad.
Try to get. I mean, he's supposed to be retiring
Right
soon.
after
So
the Forum show.
Allegedly.
So well, it was a wrap. Guess I'll
Allegedly.
just have to live vicariously through you and your.
I'm sure
footage.
he's gonna go through on another tour because he still has to drop one last album. I'm sure he's
I'll
gonna
go
go
for
on
that
one
one.
more tour.
I forgot why I didn't
There
go,
you go.
but I wanted to. That would have been tight.
well, since you threw in Vance, I gotta throw in one more artist because
Okay, go.
I have to throw Nipsey in there. But this is the concert that made me a Nip fan.
Okay.
Because I didn't care before. Like, I knew Nip and I liked his music, but it was like whatever. But that week, it was at Made in America. He got arrested on Crenshaw. And there was like rumors that he wasn't going to perform. I remember waiting there for like 35 minutes. And then they shut the lights off. And everybody's getting ready to walk away. And all of a sudden, you just hear, fuck the police. And then they like cut the lights back on. And he ran out with like 40 gold chains on, a Versace shirt,
Oh,
and started
shit.
performing Check Me Out. And then all of a sudden he's like, yo, and then right through the middle of the song, you just see Dom Kennedy come out. RJ wasn't even on yet, but RJ came out. And J305 was there. J305 came out. And everybody was just going crazy. And he was performing all of his Crenshaw mixtape. And I looked at my sister like, damn, this like, I think he might like he got like this dude is tight like, and I became a fan from Nip like right after that. So that's
That's the best. When an artist wins you over with their performance.
Performance.
You don't really,
yeah.
you're just like, oh, I'm here to see whoever. They're an opener or it's a festival and you're just like, wait, this is fucking awesome. And then you're like, I'm a fan. I'm going to go to the next
next
show.
show.
Yeah.
That's so tight.
I like going to see like the openers and stuff because
Yeah, me
like
too.
you can learn about new
That's
artists.
how I
and,
found out
like,
about Denzel Curry.
No shit.
Oh.
He must
That's
have
how
been lit.
Yeah, so this was back in like I think 2014, 2015. Joey Badass just dropped Before the Money. Just dropped. He goes on the World Domination Tour. Openers is Denzel Curry and Mick Jenkins. I'm like, yo, I love Mick Jenkins. I'm like a Mick Jenkins fan at this time. So I'm like, yo, I gotta go. I don't know who this other cat is, but I gotta go see this. This is a crazy lineup. I go out. Denzel Curry comes up, crazy energy, just performance the whole time, just like wow. There's even a point in time where he like split up the entirety of the crowd. He's like, all right, y'all on this side, y'all on this
Red
side,
Rover.
y'all gonna fuck each other up. And that was like my first taste of a real mosh
Tina's
pit.
like,
And ever
yes.
since then, I was like, yes, this is
Caught
what
the
I need in my
bug.
life.
Did you see his cover of Rage Against the Machine?
Yes, that
shit
was-
What? Which song?
Fools on Parade.
Bro, it gave me goosebumps because
I was
he
like,
he really
I have to
emulated
check
Zach
that
De La Roca
out.
like
Once again,
amazingly.
stealing my tweets. I tweeted that. But anyway.
I ain't even on Twitter like that.
Yes, you are. He be lying.
Low key, you're on
Stealing
Twitter.
shit
Like you're on at like
verbatim.
weird hours. Too,
I
though,
get
like,
I
Anyways,
hop
no.
on there and tweet some
We're not
wisdom and then
gonna
I dip.
beef, but I think that shit was hard. That
Yeah, no.
performance is crazy. I was like, damn.
Yeah, no,
You can see how he can command a crowd.
He's crazy good. He was so good. He even had the security guards yelling "fuck 12." Like the whole crowd. The whole crowd was like, Yeah, he was like, because the whole crowd, he's like, let me hear y'all say fuck 12. You know, we're all getting into it. And I look around and I see the security guards start coming in and they're like jumping. They're like, fuck 12. I was like, what is going on right now? I was like, yo,
This is Denzel Curry.
Yeah,
I need to
Denzel
see
Curry.
him like because he got he seems like somebody.
I'm
who's got, like-
And this was
Scared.
off the Nostalgic 64
I'll
album
stand in
too.
the
So
back.
he didn't even have Ultimate or any of that yet. But yeah.
That's so fun.
Crazy. What else makes a good show or a bad show?
a bad show. Artists being too drunk and whatnot and high.
Yeah.
Oh
Like-
yeah, when they mess up the lyrics.
Bro.
No, I don't even want to say the people I've seen mess up lyrics because I don't want to disrespect. Future.
I was so
You
mad.
saw
When did you
Future
see-
fuck up lyrics?
He was just like too leaned out. Like that man was kind
What
of
year was that?
Dirty,
Dirty
Sprite
Sprite.
2.
yeah, Dirty Sprite 2 era.
Yeah, I saw
Makes
that.
sense.
Dirty Sprite 2. He was like just vibing out to his own music 90% of the time. It
But
was like
not
he was in the
rapping.
club
But
and
he's
not rapping.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
I've seen Future and I thought he did well, but it was after that.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't know. Maybe he learned.
I'm sure he's
to the
cleaned
trade
up.
a little
I don't like when artists do too much new material.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Or
like
then
makes
you
a bad
don't
show.
know
The
how to. You
set
can't
list
sing
is wrong.
along.
Or
I
if
mean-
it's just like I want to hear shit from all the they
Yeah.
focus on one album
Yeah.
and you're just like fuck, like let me hear something.
I want
from
my
this.
own favorite
Yeah.
song.
I will say this: I'm gonna critique my idol right now, but for real, at Complex Con when they did all the new songs, like
You wish there was some OG shit.
I
in
really
there.
was. I think I don't think that's the reason why the crowd didn't react because I think everybody was expecting some old stuff, but we just got. I mean, it was cool that we got the new music, but we didn't know none of the lyrics. And like when artists,
We were just it was like a listening
can't-
party.
Yeah, I was
and
just
a
about to say it was like a
concert.
big ass
Yeah.
listening party.
Yeah.
Before the album came out, we got to hear it, which was cool. But like I went to the Pharrell and Friends show in like back in the MySpace days. It was like a free show.
Wow.
And he debuted in my mind. So like we hadn't heard anything. And then
Wow.
Moneymaker.
Is that the one where you could see you in the crowd?
Yeah,
That shit
in
is
the front
jokes.
row.
If you go look that video, you can see a very
The
young
whole
Andrea.
time it's just standing
looked the
there
same?
front row.
She really does. She has not changed, aged one
I
bit.
had red hair. That was the difference.
You can't
I
even
had like
tell.
reddish,
Has it
brownish
dark
hair. I
in
used to
there?
dye it.
You can't even
But-
tell.
But like it was, of course, sick. But I wish I could have seen it after the album, like that. I knew some of the
Yeah.
words, so then I would have been fully in it. But the clips came out to that one in Slim Thug and Snoop too, so I'm
Wait,
not
Slim
complaining.
Thug?
That shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slim Thug, a motherfucker, all wins, no losses. That shit is
this dude stay trying to get a rap contract. What else makes a bad show?
definitely
Too
what.
big of a venue.
definitely
if you
what-
have shitty seats.
Oh yeah, that too.
This was
Yeah,
what happened
you
to my
have
friend.
to be able to like fill in the venue.
Because listen, my friend went to the Yeezus tour and she was in the nosebleed seats. And then she would like text me like, what song is he doing? Because she couldn't hear
Really?
like
Oh,
what
no.
fucking song he was on.
Damn, how, was she on top of the
Horrible.
roof?
Damn near, she must have been.
peeking
She
I
in,
was
like-
like,
She poked a hole through the ceiling.
I was just like, you can't
Oh.
hear the song he's doing. I felt bad.
That's bad. No, that's horrible.
I would cry if I paid for that.
But I feel like another component was what Vic was saying when they just like when they played like the actual track over.
Oh,
them
that's
rapping.
trash. That's how you know you're an amateur.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, no, it's
Do your vocals alone,
surprising
know
how many
how-
people
Yes.
still do it though.
A
Like,
lot of people do.
Yeah, like that's kind of 101 to me.
Yeah, man. And I don't like when people are too drunk in the fucking crowd and just being stupid.
Bro, I was just talking.
Yeah.
I
Fuck
was
up my vibe.
I was just
like,
talking
you're
about
ruining
this,
It for
so
everyone.
I went to the Adrian Young show.
Dumb.
Adrian Young and Ali Shaheed, and
Oh yeah, that looked really.
it was dope. Gallant came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was just cool. Right next to me, there's like these two white people, and I
You
see
just had to call them out.
You know.
Go ahead.
these
Go
two
ahead,
white
Sandy.
people. All right, nah, I'm putting y'all because y'all fucking ruined my time. Two white people. I see them pull out a pipe. And it don't look like a piece for like marijuana. This is very much so glass. It had a bulb at the end. Bro,
No.
they start doing crack in the bro. I
Crack
shit you
in the
not. I shit you not.
Two white people?
Yes, two. I was
white
like,
people?
word, are y'all serious, right?
That's the title
So
of
they
this
was
episode,
literally
Two White
tweaked out the entire time, just bugging out to my left. I'm over here trying to enjoy this concert, and they're just like off the shits. I'm like, are you? And that always happens. I'm always stuck next to the girl who took Molly way too early into the show or some shit like that.
But they're leaning on you and shit. You're like, get the fuck off
Yeah,
me. Like, I'm just trying to enjoy the show.
music.
And I agree with that. Like, if you gon' like, I'm not here to be nobody's dad.
Yeah, like, do your substances.
Like,
but
do your thing, bro. But like, do that shit right before you get in or something, because people are really trying to enjoy it. And like, if you're there just fucking around, because if you messed up and you messing up somebody else's show, bro, like, that's not cool. Like, I think you should be. There should be something like you deserve to get packed out for that.
For
like,
real.
No, that's a
Get
fact.
the fuck out.
That's
like,
a
I'm
fact.
done. I have to deal with you all show long.
It's like a
This is
limit, bro.
ridiculous.
It can really ruin the experience.
that's
if
a
it-
fact.
yeah.
Yes.
You're trying to like watch your own back. Well,
The
I don't
worst.
know.
All right. So
Dream
what?
lineups?
Yeah. What's our dream? What's
Oh,
our ideal
man.
lineup?
a dream
Why are you
lineup.
looking at me?
Outcast. I regret not
Wait,
seeing
are we doing?
Outcast.
Are we doing like festival style or
No,
how?
I
How we
mean,
doing
I
this?
just wrote down
Or
people
like
I haven't
one long-
seen.
okay.
Like, I've seen
just
so
people-
many people.
oh, just people you
but
haven't
like,
seen.
well, for
Can
me,
we
that'd
put
be a
Tupac
dream.
in
I need to
there?
see. Oh, yeah, Tupac is here.
Tupac.
ODB
Dead-
is
oh,
here.
Dead and Alive?
Because
ODB
would be
would
good,
be
yeah.
fucking nuts.
ODB.
I've seen Wu-Tang at Rock the Bells, but it was like the year after ODB passed.
Oh.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Man, that shit
The Dirt
would have been
McGurk.
nuts to see.
Oh, I'll be
Freaking
talking about.
Big Baby Jesus.
I just want Mike back then. If we talking dead or alive,
Let's
see Mike?
go.
Michael Jackson.
No. Portishead is
Can't
one
trust
for
nobody.
me.
Portishead.
I still haven't seen Portishead.
I guess rap wise, mine would be like if I had a lineup, it would be Ye, Trav, Tyler, ASAP, Brockhampton, Pharrell, NERD.
I'd
like,
go to the show.
like
I definitely go to the show.
that shit would be so lit, bro. 2 Chainz actually.
Oh,
Oh, didn't you go with the wheelchair?
Yes,
With
I seen
so
Chainz in a
iconic.
wheelchair,
So
bro.
Killed that
That's
shit.
And
so
it was
ill.
fire. I was like, this man is in a wheelchair, bro, going
Killing it.
crazy.
So obsessed.
And De La, this is weird, but not weird, but De La Soul, I saw them perform so random. It was on like, what's the street right there in front of the Walt Disney Music Hall? What street is that? Right in between the Mocha and the Broad.
There's like Hill,
Grand? That's not Grand.
Broadway.
One of them
To
streets.
work right there.
I work right there.
I just hear a
One of them.
performance, and all of a sudden I see I look over like the fence, and it's all these like drunk white people, and like, and I look on the stage, and it's De La Soul performing.
What the fuck?
And I
That's
was like,
so
yo, and we
random.
just watched, and they still got mad energy, and they was
Whoa.
killing. So
That's cool.
That's
That's
crazy.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
No, that's ill.
That is a super surprise
Yeah.
show. Wow.
so that'd be my
Nuts.
lineup.
I'd go to that show. I really want to see. I'll never see, but Amy fucking Winehouse. I really
yeah.
wish I would have seen her, man.
Such an artist.
That's like I think that's all I wrote. Oh, OG Alicia Keys, like when she was in her
Oh.
prime, like that unplugged. I wish I could have been at that unplugged so bad. That shit was so.
Bro, some of those unplugged sessions are legendary. Like the Jay-Z one, that shit.
Fire.
That's one of my favorite unplugged
Or the
sessions.
808s and Heartbreak.
808s and
I'm all
Heartbreak.
like, fuck if
That
I
was-
was in the
that was
audience.
MTV though. I mean, that was
VH1
VH1.
Storytellers.
Yeah,
Don't try to
Storytellers.
tell. No, fuck.
Storytellers.
Or when he did the Late Orchestration.
Late orchestration.
That
Orchestration.
shit-
I got
Oh
those on my
God.
phone. Like,
Same. I'm like,
I got them in my music, bro. Like I listen to
so
those.
good. Who else? Who else?
This is random, but when we saw Beethoven, that was pretty cool.
That was really
That was
fun.
dope.
People
Pretty-
did not know how to act though. They were kind of fucking up our experience. They were Millie rocking.
There was like 3 guys just like dancing like legit.
like Jared over here doing the shoot.
There was like Millie
dance.
Rock. There was just like getting angry.
During,
People
like,
was about to fight each
classical
other,
piano
bro.
music.
Oh
Like,
yeah, they were like, shut the
legit.
fuck up. They're
Yeah.
like, and they would
Oh,
talk back to each other
hostile.
like from the balcony down here because like if someone speaks, you can hear at the orchestra.
That sound like when I went to see You Got Served, bro. Like
You just compared Beethoven and You Got Served.
I
That
guess
Bro,
so.
they gotta put You Got Served on Broadway. That shit would be
I would go
hard.
see that
I would
shit.
go see that shit in a
Damn.
heartbeat.
And
What?
then go see the SpongeBob play.
I've been hitting up Omarion on Twitter at least once a month, bro. When are you gonna put fucking You Got Served? I'm gonna keep getting at him until he sees it because I can make a lot of money. That shit is genius.
Wow.
There you go.
They should do Carmen, a hip opera with Beyonce and Mekhi Phifer as well.
That shit would be dope.
You're like
Okay, back to Dream Lineup.
well, we got hers. Who you got?
the dream.
I mean, I would have loved to see Tupac. I don't know. I didn't put a lot of thought into the dream lineup question. I was just
It's okay.
throwing
You
out
can
a-
marinate
Yo, if
on
we-
it.
Real
well,
quick.
I've never seen Fitty. So
Oh, that'd be
gotta
dope.
do
That'd
that
be
one
dope.
day.
Oh, you will love it.
I would. That would
Oh,
be
we gotta
cool.
go see him next time he comes
Yeah.
to town.
I feel like
That's a must. You gotta do it.
when I mean, like I said earlier, when I saw Wayne, that was a moment.
That
'Cause
was a moment.
Just like a life accomplishment. But I don't know. I feel like I've
You go to
seen a
so
lot
many-
of people
yeah.
that like
Yeah.
I don't know what a dream lineup would be. But
I don't know.
there
Yeah,
you
I'm
go.
just mad that I
You're
didn't
out
see
2
Cass.
artists.
You?
Mine would be definitely have to be a Wu-Tang with ODB, Big L,
Shit.
Biggie, Dipset,
Dipset.
No.
and then Tribe, R.I.P. 5,
R.I.P.
and De La Soul. And then I would I would just die for a DJ set from Herbie Hancock.
Oh wow. You saw Roy Ayers was here recently, right?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on
sad I
though.
missed.
All of these they gotta have live bands provided by the Root. I mean
The Roots.
yeah, the Roots. I was right.
Yeah.
I saw the Roots before.
You
Oh,
did?
really?
So, I saw the Roots, Jill Scott, Lupe. It was like this Universal
Damn,
Amphitheater
man, I missed
show.
that Lupe show. I'm still
You didn't end up going?
Why not?
I had to go.
I didn't go because I already saw him like 2 years ago.
I just
That
didn't
fan.
have money. I was hurting.
I have multiple reasons for not.
It
making
happens, man. Sometimes we just have to
Yeah,
miss. But he'll
you
come
know?
around again. Maybe he'll do the cool. I'd be happy if he did the cool over Food and Liquor. To be
I mean,
honest.
I
That's
hope
my
he
does.
favorite.
I would have cried if he did Food and Liquor. If he had said he say she say.
He did.
You know he did
all-
it. He did it the
he
whole
did
album.
No,
everything.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. That's why I'd say I'd rather have Food and Liquor because if when he
I
does
like the
it,
cool
I am
better.
I'll
I'm
take
100%
either album.
crying.
I'll take either album. I
I'll
need-
take the cool.
So
Well, next time. Hopefully, don't. Santino looks like he's about to cry. I'm just trying to like pep him
gonna
up.
be
I feel so
okay.
bad. He's like, it's just
It's gonna be
sad.
okay.
shit, honestly, I'll take a CRS.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna
That's
get you
dream
start-
lineup. CRS. Child Rebel Soldier.
DJ, yeah.
Oh my god. Lupe, Ye, and P. I would just. If they did Us Placers, oh my god.
Game over.
Or what's that song they did for Good Fridays? Don't Stop?
Don't Stop.
Don't stop.
Which was an old verse from the Us Placers era.
I know.
It was an old Lupe verse at least.
Why did that never happen?
So hopefully y'all got something out of this episode
Yeah.
of what shows
I
we
think
try
that's
to attend
it.
to.
Yeah.
That's the end.
Well, we
Yeah.
had
I mean,
fun.
we
that
we
was
went
fun,
off.
right?
We just reminisced.
That was a
pretty
fun little
much.
convo, yeah.
little bit of life lessons, a little
Yeah.
bit of do's and don'ts
Hope y'all
to
agree
do
with
and
some, you know.
for your upcoming rappers.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Take that into consideration.
thank you guys for listening once again.
Yes.
Thank
It's been
you
another episode.
for-
To the next episode.
So.
Damn, these niggas is
Hold
nerds.
up.
What you talking about?
Okay.
9.5 plus 4 pennies.
Add that shit up. DRE. Right back up on top thing. Smoke some with the duck. These no stand no sit. Some of that real sticky.
Anyways,
icky.
my name is
Ooh, wee.
Enrique.
Put it in the air. Season 4 DR.
My name's Enrique, R33KZ. It's I Really Conversated. State your name.
Santino McNaughton. You know where to find me. Childish Santino on Instagram, at YK Santino on Twitter.
Victoria, Lady V, 3 eyes. There you go.
And at Andrea, the number 3 stacks. There you go.
What's up, Drolix?
At DJ_Drolix.
Jared, do you want to share yours?
Where you
Wanna
at,
get
Jared?
popping
Hey,
on
where you
social
at, Jared?
media?
Where can
Come on,
where can they
Jared.
find you,
All the
Jay?
ladies want to know.
All the ladies are
You
demanding.
can find me on Instagram, Jared Bishop. Jared, like the jewelry store. Bishop underscore. Hey, got to.
Oh my god. Goodbye.
There you go. There you have it.
All right,
We
later.
love you guys.
Shout out
Thanks for
Delicious.
listening. Delicious. Brando.
Yes.
Dash.
Rick. Dash.
Mike.
The home. I don't even know anymore. I'm just going off.
Love you guys.
All right. Bye, guys.
Be safe.